I want the screens on. So we were here. Sun, the earth, and the moon. What happens during the solar eclipse? During the solar eclipse, the moon is between the sun and the earth. Again, I'll repeat, during the solar eclipse, the moon is between the sun and the earth. And during the lunar eclipse, now don't consider this moon. During the lunar eclipse, the earth is between the sun and the moon. Okay, that's why these two moons are shown over here, just to explain you regarding the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. So during the solar eclipse, the moon is between the sun and the earth, and during the lunar eclipse, it is the earth which is in between the moon and the sun. Okay, let's go ahead. So today we have to see the types of solar eclipses. Which are the 3 types of solar eclipse? The first is the total solar eclipse, then partial solar eclipse, and annular solar eclipse. Recently, boys, a week ago, a solar eclipse took place. That was the first solar eclipse for this year. Now you have to unmute and answer which type of solar eclipse was it.
Annular solar eclipse.
Very good. It was an annular.
Annular solar eclipse.
Solar eclipse.
Okay, now this annular solar eclipse, what you saw this year, it is a very rare phenomenon. It doesn't occur easily. Very rarely. You can usually see the total or partial, but annular solar eclipse is a very rare phenomenon. It comes after many years, and this year it came, and it was the first eclipse for this year. So now what we have to see today, we have to see the types of eclipses, the total, partial, and annular. Let me tell you again, during the solar eclipse occurs in a daytime. It occurs on a new moon day. And the moon is between the sun and the earth. See here, the moon is between the sun and the earth. So what happens? The shadow of the moon falls on the earth. And these 3 objects, boys, I want to show you the slide. This one. See this. What happens on a new moon day? See, the solar eclipse occurs on a new moon day. Remember this also. Solar eclipse occurs on a new moon day. And lunar eclipse occurs on a full moon day. New moon day means Amavasya. So solar eclipse occurs on a new moon day and it will be in a daytime. Lunar eclipse occurs on a full moon day and it will be in a night time. See, solar eclipse daytime, lunar eclipse night time. Solar eclipse on a new moon day, lunar eclipse on a full moon day. One more thing, very important. On the eclipses day, on a new moon day, sun, moon, and the earth, they all are in a straight line. They are in a same plane. This is the plane. Means they are in between the plane. This yellow line, this is the plane. So they are in the same plane, but they should also be in a straight line. they form a particular angle. So when a particular angle is formed, when they are in a straight line and in the same plane, then only eclipses occur. Otherwise, it is only a new moon day and a full moon day. So on every new moon day, full moon day, they all are in the same plane, but they are not in a straight line. But when eclipse occurs, they are in the same plane and in a straight line. So this is a very important diagram to show you. Solar eclipse occurs in a daytime, lunar in a night time. Solar eclipse occurs on a new moon day and lunar eclipse occurs on a full moon day. So now here, as I told you, the shadow of the moon falls. It experiences a solar eclipse. So next, we will see now one by one. See here, in this picture, you can actually see the earth, the moon, and the sun. Boys, I told you the two positions of the moon, apogee position and perigee position. When the moon is closest to the earth, perigee position. When the moon is away from the earth, apogee position. Now see here in this picture, you can see the moon has come in between the earth and the sun. The moon is an obstacle. It has obstructed the rays of the sun. You can see this. It has obstructed the rays of the sun, and the shadow of this moon has fallen on the earth. See this part, the black part. The shadow of the moon has fallen on the earth, and you can see this is a total solar eclipse. It is a total solar eclipse. This is a darker shadow of the moon which has fallen on the earth. So this is a total solar eclipse. And around the darker part is the lighter part. So that is a partial solar eclipse. Now when this total and partial solar eclipse occurs, when the moon is closest to the earth, perigee position. When the moon is in the perigee position, when the moon is closest to the earth, we can see the total and partial solar eclipse. Again, I'll repeat, total means you can see the full dark part, which is the dark shadow of the moon casted on the earth. And around this darker part, around here, it will be a fainter, lighter part. So we can see the total and partial solar eclipse only when the moon is in the perigee position. Sometimes what happens, this moon is not close to the earth, it goes away. It is here, suppose here it is. So when the shadow of the moon is casted, it doesn't reach the earth. That time annular solar eclipse occurs. So here we saw the total solar eclipse and the partial solar eclipse. See here, this is an example how the moon, this is the earth, how the moon enters and how the shadow is cast. This circle, this center part is the darker part, dark shadow, that is a umbra. We can see the darker part. This is a total solar eclipse. And you can see this around a little fainter part. This is a partial solar eclipse. So this part, very dark, which is casted on the earth, will have a total solar eclipse. And this part which is around, lighter, it is known as penumbra. It is a partial solar eclipse. So solar eclipse occurs only when the moon comes in between the sun and the earth. So you saw here the moon coming in between, casting a shadow.
Teacher, I can't hear you.
Here is another example how the moon shadow is casted. You can see the darker part here. This one. So that darker part is your total solar eclipse. And the fainter part here around, this faint part, lighter part is your partial solar eclipse. So your total and partial solar eclipse can occur together. And it occurs only when the moon is in the perigee position, closest to the earth. When the moon is closest to the earth, you can see the total and partial solar eclipse. This is another example. You can see the dark, when the earth is rotating, you can see the dark spots here. This dark spot, that means it was a total solar eclipse there. Here. So when the this earth rotates, you can see the dark spot here. This was a phase where total solar eclipse occurred. See now, the moon is blocking the rays of the sun. See here behind, you can see the sun. This white color. Okay. Here what has happened? This is the moon. The moon is coming in the path of the sun. It is blocking. And see the second picture. It has blocked the sun completely. But the shape of the moon, we can say the size of the moon is smaller than the sun. So it cannot block the rays of the sun complete. So here slowly, what happens when the eclipse occurs, solar eclipse occurs? The moon starts blocking the sun, and here the sun is blocked. But still, because the size of the moon is small, it cannot block the entire sun. Now look here. This is another picture to show you about the total and partial solar eclipse. See, this is the moon. Moon is between the sun and the earth. So moon is in the perigee position, closest to the earth. So you can see the shadow casted on the earth. So when the moon is closest, it will cast a shadow on the earth. So this part will have a total solar eclipse. And this fainter shadow which is there, that part on the earth will have a partial solar eclipse. So we saw the total and partial solar eclipse. It happens on a new moon day and when the moon is in the perigee position. Okay, boys, this is very important. This is the third solar eclipse what we have to see. That is annular solar eclipse. How it looks from the earth. You can see, as I told you, the moon blocks the sun's rays. This is the sun. This is the moon. The moon is blocking the rays of the sun. But the size of the moon is small, so it cannot completely block the rays of the sun. And it looks like a ring. It looks like a ring. That's why it is known as an annular solar eclipse. And this is very rare phenomenon. It doesn't occur easily. And this annular solar eclipse will occur only when the earth is away from only when the moon is away from the earth. Moon is in the apogee position. On the annular solar eclipse, moon is away from the earth. It is in the apogee position. And the shadow,
I can't hear your voice.
And the shadow of the moon does not fall on the earth. See here. In this picture, the moon is closest to the earth. So you can see this shadow is casted. So this is a total solar eclipse and around is a partial solar eclipse. But when the moon goes away, it cannot cast a shadow on the earth. The shadow is casted in the space. Shadow is in the space, and that's why you can see an annular solar eclipse. This is the total and partial solar eclipse picture. Look here, another example of how the moon has come in between the sun and the earth and blocked the rays of the sun. You can see here the rays of the sun are blocked, but not complete. It cannot cover the entire sun because it is smaller in size. So these radiations are very dangerous. You are not supposed to see the solar eclipse with your naked eye. Otherwise, it will spoil the eyes. These are some pictures of the annular solar eclipse. How it looks like when annular solar eclipse occurs. These are some pictures for you when the moon covers the sun. This is how the moon covers the sun. When the moon does not cover the sun completely, it cannot cast a complete shadow on the earth. It is not covering complete. So, see, this moon is slowly covering the sun, but it is not completely covered. So this is partial solar eclipse. And when it covers complete, it will be a total solar eclipse. Now this is a graphical representation. We studied the solar eclipse now. So I'll stop the share, I'll come back. Because I need to ask you questions. I cannot see Digvijay, these screens are not, their screens are not on.
Teacher.
Yes.
Teacher, we cannot see with our goggles.
I'm coming to that, beta. So what we studied till now is solar eclipse occurs on a new moon day. Okay. Second, we saw
Yes, teacher.
it occurs, don't say yes and no, just listen. Daytime. Solar eclipse is in a daytime. What comes in between? The moon comes in between the earth and the sun. So when moon is in the perigee position, now you have to answer. When the moon is in the perigee position, that is closest to the earth, which eclipse will occur?
Total and partial.
Total and partial.
Total and partial.
Total and partial.
So, do the shadow is casted on the earth?
Yes.
What happens?
Yes, teacher. Yes.
What happens when the moon is in the apogee position?
Teacher, angular solar eclipse.
Annular solar eclipse. And during the annular solar eclipse, where is the shadow of the moon casted?
Space.
Where? Space. It was in space. Because it is away. It is away from the earth. So the shadow doesn't fall on the earth. It doesn't reach. Correct. Now again I'll share the screen. Now we will see about the lunar eclipse. I'm muting you from my side. Now look at this picture. In this picture, sun, now your earth is between the moon and the sun. During the lunar eclipse, it is the earth which is between the sun and the moon. And the size of the earth is Smaller or bigger? The size of the earth is bigger than the moon. And because the size of the earth is bigger than the moon, we will have only two types of lunar eclipse. We will not have annular lunar eclipse because the size is much more bigger than the moon. So earth comes between the sun and the moon. The size of the earth is bigger than the moon. So we will have two types of eclipse. One will be total and the second will be partial. So we will have a total and partial lunar eclipse. So here you can see these two pictures are about, this is partial lunar eclipse. Partly covered. Partial means partly cover. Only a part of the moon you can see. And here total lunar eclipse where you can see here. The earth is covering the entire moon here. So when the moon is totally covered by the earth, full earth shadow falls on the moon, total lunar eclipse. When this is the earth, this black color. So the earth shadow falls on the moon, not complete, partly covered. So this is a partial lunar eclipse. So we have two types of lunar eclipse. One is partial and another is total. We will not have annular lunar eclipse because the earth size is bigger than the moon. Now we have to remember the characteristic of solar eclipse. When it occurs, new moon day. What happens? The sun, the moon and the earth are in the same plane and they should also be in a straight line. They are in the same plane and in a straight line. They should have a particular angle. Straight line in the same plane. It occurs on a new moon day. And how much time it takes? What is the duration of the total solar eclipse? Duration is 7 minutes 20 seconds. What is the duration of the total solar eclipse? It is 7 minutes
1 minute
and
20 seconds.
Or we can say in seconds, 440 seconds. Here, characteristic of the lunar eclipse, when it occurs on a full moon day. And see here, the earth is between the sun and the moon. They all are in the straight line, but here the earth is between the sun and the moon. And we have the total and partial lunar eclipse. What is the time taken? 107 minutes, 107 minutes. Maximum duration of total lunar eclipse. See here. See this picture? What is the meaning of occultation? This is the moon. So, when in between the moon and the earth, another planet comes. When any another planet comes in between the moon and the earth, it is known as occultation. See in this here. This is the earth. Remember, the last we saw occultation. See, moon, the moon is there and another planet is there. So a moon will come in between or any other planet will come in between. That time it is occultation. So the total solar eclipse is an example of occultation. Why? Because the moon comes between the earth and the sun. So it can be any other planet. The moon comes in between the earth and the sun. It is an example of occultation. But now see the next example. any inner planet like Mercury comes in between the line of the sun and the earth. I'm talking about only inner planet. It can be Mercury or Venus. When inner planet will come in between the line of the sun and the earth, inner planet, Mercury, it can be Venus also. So when this type of phenomenon occurs, it is known as transit. And someone asked me the question, this is an example here, that you cannot see the solar eclipse with your naked eye. Means easily you cannot see it. You have to use such type of goggles to see the solar eclipse. Otherwise, it will spoil your eyes. It is dangerous. In this picture, you can see the birds and the animal. Birds and animals, they get confused. Why? What happens during the daytime, during the solar eclipse? All of a sudden, it becomes dark. And the birds and animals, they think it was day now before a while, and now what happened suddenly? Why it has become night? So during the solar eclipse, the birds and animals get confused because it all over it is dark. Okay, that was the end of your lesson.